financial freedom fighters. This is Brooklyn, New York, Flatbush. The replacement of average people. Average people cannot afford to rent these apartment complexes. Average people cannot afford to rent these beautiful buildings. It's the replacement of average Joe. Average Joe will not be able to rent these places. Investors come in and they purchase all these buildings and they put brand new building all over. The average Joe will not be able to rent these beautiful buildings. The price is outrageous. Rental property price is outrageous. These are the new buildings, the new flats, new apartments. The average Joe will not be able to rent these places. They are removing the average Joe from these places. So these are new building. You can see new rental property, new rental facility. The average Joe, this is Caton Avenue and Flatbush Avenue. So the average Joe cannot afford these buildings. These are the new building investors are putting up. Average Joe will not be able to live in these apartments. So this is the Flatbush Avenue and Caton Avenue brand new complex, only for those who can able to pay these rent. 1 bedroom apartment, $2,500. Studio apartment, $2,000. The average Joe will not be able to pay these kind of rent. So these are what's going on all over New York City. Doesn't matter where you go. If you go to Brooklyn, if you go to Manhattan, if you go to Bronx, Queens, the same thing. The average Joe will not be able to rent these beautiful places. So this is Flatbush Avenue and Lenox Avenue. Yup. Average Joe will not be able to rent these buildings, these beautiful buildings. But average Joe cannot afford it. Under no circumstances, the average Joe is working enough money to pay the rent in these luxury apartments that they're building now on Flatbush Avenue or anywhere in Brooklyn, because they cannot afford these buildings. Everywhere you go, you can see the new construction. These are new construction everywhere in Brooklyn. $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month for just 10 by 12 apartment, a studio apartment. You will not be able to afford these kind of buildings. And this is Flatbush Avenue now. You know, this is not a fancy place we're talking about. But they're building some nice building. The building them are beautiful that they're building here. You know, and everywhere you go, you can see the same thing going on. New buildings. See? One more new construction coming right here. New construction. There's going to be another new construction coming right here. So investors are buying up all the property and they are replacing the average Joe who cannot afford to rent these places. I don't know where they're gonna go, but most of these places purchased by the investors, and they're now building new apartments. So all these places gonna have new construction going on there. And this is Flatbush Avenue. It's going, you know, it's gonna be rough for the ordinary people. Ordinary individuals are going through a lot of things right now because soon they won't be able to afford to live anywhere because the rent is so high, skyrocket. And this is everywhere. It's not just New York City, but I think they're trying to group up everyone in one corner. No one sooner or later will be able to buy or rent anything because it's too expensive. Average Joe have been replaced. So this video is called The Average Joe Have Been Replaced and Have Nowhere to Go, Have Nowhere to Live. The average Joe is in trouble. Like, share, and subscribe. The replacement of the average Joe. Like, share, and subscribe.